This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of June 30th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Alex Brown. The Kosciuszko Economic Development Corporation is launching a program designed to grow the number of medical technology startups in the area. The organization says the Medical Technology Accelerator Studio aims to complement and advance the existing product development and manufacturing capabilities in Warsaw, which is billed as the orthopedic capital of the world.
This Accelerator Studio is part of our effort to build on that legacy and make sure we are encouraging, cultivating a pipeline of new startup activity. In this case, specifically around medtech opportunities that support our orthopedic sector.
KEDCO Chief Executive Officer Alan Teo. The city of Terre Haute is exploring the idea of adding a sports complex and aquatic center on the city's east side through a feasibility study. The sports complex would include soccer, football, and baseball fields and could potentially include space for the Terre Haute Rex baseball team. Fort Wayne-based Easter Seals Arc of Northeast Indiana is launching 2 new additions to its employment training programs. The nonprofit says the hospitality and healthcare learning labs are part of continued efforts to address the region's historic labor shortages and workforce needs. Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand is made possible by the following.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering Central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of Central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
Columbus-based Cummins is partnering with a Japanese company. Inside Indiana business reporter Wes Mills has details.
Cummins and Komatsu Limited, a heavy equipment maker for the construction and mining industries, have signed a memorandum of understanding to collaborate on the development of zero-emissions haulage equipment. The partners say they will initially focus on zero-emissions power technologies, including hydrogen fuel cell solutions for large mining dump trucks. Last year, Komatsu announced its power-agnostic truck concept for haulage vehicles. Cummins says the vehicles can run on a variety of power sources, including diesel-electric, trolley, battery power, and hydrogen fuel cells. Komatsu says these are critical technologies for helping mining customers reduce carbon emissions. Earlier this year, Cummins and Daimler Truck North America announced a partnership to install Cummins' hydrogen fuel cell powertrain on Freightliner Cascadia trucks to support reduced emissions. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The federal government is allocating nearly $48 million for a variety of environmental and infrastructure projects near Lake Michigan in northwest Indiana. Congressman Frank Mervan says some of the money comes from the $1.2 trillion Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act approved by Congress in November. More than $18 million will support construction at the confined disposal facility at Indiana Harbor. Previously the site of an oil refinery, it is now designed to contain existing contaminants from more than 60 years of petroleum production. It's also used to hold contaminated sediments dredged from the harbor. You can view the full list of projects at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The Chief Executive Officer of Indianapolis-based startup XR Technologies calls the shortage of math teachers in Indiana beyond crisis. Kevin Burkopes' company helps fill those roles by accelerating the teacher training and licensure process. In May, the EdTech firm received a $5 million grant from the Indiana State Board of Education to offer the licensing program to get newly trained math teachers into the classroom.
Where and how that works is really important. It's competency-based, which means we can employ teachers at schools. They get competency for the work that they're doing and the training that we do to make sure they're excellent mathematics teachers.
The company has about 50 employees, many of which are in a second career as a math teacher. They already possess a bachelor's degree but want to enter education through a different profession. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.